From a kid hustling in the streets of New Orleans to one of the biggest names in hip-hop, Lil Wayne's journey is nothing short of legendary. With a net worth of over $170 million, he lives a life most can only dream of: oceanfront mansions, a garage filled with million-dollar supercars, diamond-encrusted jewelry, and private jets at his disposal. But Lil Wayne isn't just rich, he's rewritten the blueprint of hip-hop success, turning mixtapes into an empire and setting trends that change the game forever. In this video, we take a deep dive into his insane fortune, lavish lifestyle, and the empire that keeps him on top. Buckle up, because this is how a rap icon truly lives. Lil Wayne, born Dwayne Michael Carter Jr. on September 27, 1982, in New Orleans, Louisiana, grew up in a city known for its rich musical culture but also plagued by violence, crime, and drugs. He was raised in Hollygrove, one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in New Orleans, where gang violence, drug wars, and stray bullets were part of daily life. The sound of gunfire at night, the sight of bullet-riddled walls, and the constant turf wars between gangs weren't just stories, they were his reality. Life was far from easy. His family struggled financially, and their small home was surrounded by crime. Some nights, young Wayne would sleep on the floor, afraid of stray bullets piercing through the walls. Growing up in Hollygrove meant limited choices: either get caught up in the streets or find a way out through talent. Lil Wayne chose the latter. Wayne's father was never in the picture. His parents divorced when he was just 2 years old, and his dad completely disappeared from his life. That left his mother, Jassida Carter, to raise him alone. A strong and resilient woman, she worked long hours as a cook at a small restaurant, often pulling 12 to 14-hour shifts just to provide for her son. Life was tough, but she did everything she could to protect and nurture him. However, working all day meant she wasn't always around, and Wayne had to learn to navigate the streets on his own. Without a father figure, he turned to music for comfort. At just 8 years old, he started writing rap lyrics, quickly realizing that music wasn't just a hobby, it was his escape, his purpose, and his way out. From a young age, Lil Wayne showed an exceptional gift for language and music. He wasn't just into rap, he was a fast learner, excelling in school, especially in literature and poetry. His teachers recognized his high intelligence, and he was even placed in a gifted program for advanced students. At 8 years old, he wrote his first rap song, not only crafting lyrics but also delivering them with a flow and confidence far beyond his years. Soon, he started performing at school and in his neighborhood, leaving people stunned by his raw talent. But even with his abilities, his path to becoming a rapper wasn't easy. His mother did not support his dream. She was terrified that hip-hop would drag him into the same street life she was trying so hard to protect him from. Her resistance pushed Wayne into an emotional crisis, leading to a tragic event that nearly ended his life. One fateful day in 1994, at just 12 years old, Lil Wayne made a devastating decision, one that he would later call the biggest mistake of my life. His mother had strictly forbidden him from pursuing rap, believing it would lead him down a dangerous path. For a kid whose entire world revolved around music, being told he couldn't rap anymore felt like losing everything. Overwhelmed by despair, Wayne decided to end his life. He took his mother's handgun, placed it against his chest, and pulled the trigger. The bullet pierced through his body, missing his heart by just a few centimeters. He collapsed onto the floor, blood pooling around him, convinced he was about to die. Wayne managed to dial 911, but because Hollygrove was notorious for gun violence, ambulances took too long to arrive. As he lay on the ground, bleeding out, a police officer named Robert Uncle Bob Hubler arrived at the scene. Unlike the paramedics, Uncle Bob didn't waste time waiting. He saw Wayne barely clinging to life and knew that if he waited for an ambulance, the boy wouldn't make it. Without hesitation, he scooped Wayne into his arms, carried him to his patrol car, and rushed him to the hospital himself, a decision that saved Wayne's life. If it weren't for Uncle Bob's quick thinking, the world would never have known Lil Wayne. At the hospital, Wayne underwent major surgery, but against all odds, he survived. That moment was more than just physical survival, it was a spiritual awakening. Wayne realized that he had been given a second chance, and he wasn't going to waste it. From that day on, he vowed never to give up on music. Rap wasn't just a dream anymore, it was his life mission. Years later, Wayne never forgot the man who saved him. He often referred to Uncle Bob as the real father figure in his life. In an emotional interview, Wayne once said, "The person who saved my life wasn't a doctor. It wasn't an EMT. It was a cop. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be here." In a reunion years later, he told Uncle Bob, "You're the reason I'm here. If it weren't for you, the world wouldn't have Lil Wayne." The trauma of nearly dying at 12 years old became a defining moment in his life. From that point forward, his commitment to rap intensified. What was once a passion became his lifeline. Lil Wayne's journey into hip-hop. After miraculously surviving his self-inflicted gunshot wound, Lil Wayne was no longer just another kid from Hollow Grove. He had a clear mission now, to become a great rapper, escape poverty, and refuse to let his life be dictated by the violence of his neighborhood. Rap wasn't just a hobby anymore, it was his life, the only way to change his fate. Fate, in turn, introduced Lil Wayne to one of the most influential figures in his career, Brian "the Birdman" Williams. Birdman would be the key to unlocking Wayne's future in professional hip-hop. In 1994, at just 12 years old, Lil Wayne made it his mission to get the attention of Cash Money Records, one of the top hip-hop labels in New Orleans at the time. Birdman, the label's co-founder, was one of the most powerful figures in Southern hip-hop. But Wayne had no industry connections, no money, and no family backing him up. What he did have, however, was unstoppable persistence. Wayne called Birdman's voicemail hundreds of times, and every time, he left a freestyle rap. He knew that if Birdman ever actually listened, he'd recognize the talent. At first, Birdman ignored him. After all, he was just a 12-year-old kid. But Wayne wouldn't take no for an answer. After hundreds of relentless calls, Birdman finally gave in and agreed to meet this persistent kid. The moment they met, Birdman saw something special in Wayne. Despite his age, he rapped like a seasoned veteran, with sharp wordplay, effortless flow, and a hunger that couldn't be taught. Wayne wasn't just talented, he was driven. That kind of hunger was rare in the cutthroat world of hip-hop, and Birdman knew it. Without hesitation, he signed Wayne to Cash Money Records, making him the youngest artist in the label's history. More than just a mentor, Birdman became the father figure Wayne never had. From that moment on, Lil Wayne was officially in the game, and his career was set in motion. Despite being signed, Lil Wayne didn't go solo right away. Instead, he was placed into a rap group called the Hot Boys, alongside other rising stars. Juvenile, the most experienced rapper in the group. BG, a New Orleans street rap legend. Turk, a promising young talent. Lil Wayne, the youngest member, but the one with the biggest ambition. At just 15 years old, Lil Wayne and the Hot Boys released their first album, Get It How You Live. 1997, while not a massive hit, it helped Wayne get comfortable in the professional rap world, learning from his older, more experienced group members. But the real success came in 1999, when the Hot Boys dropped their second album, Guerrilla Warfare. This album hit #1 on the Billboard Top R&B to Hip Hop Albums chart and sold over 1 million copies, making the Hot Boys one of the biggest rap groups in the South. Even though he was the youngest member, Lil Wayne stood out the most. His clever lyricism, smooth delivery, and high-energy performances made it clear he was destined for bigger things. Seeing his potential, Birdman knew it was time for Wayne to step out on his own. In 1999, at just 17 years old, Lil Wayne dropped his debut solo album, THA Block Is Hot. The album was an instant success, landing at #3 on the Billboard 200 and selling over 1 million copies within a few months. It was later certified platinum by the RIA, making Wayne a rising star in the rap industry. The title track, THA Block Is Hot, became a street anthem, solidifying his reputation as one of the most promising young MCs in the game. This was an incredible achievement. A 17-year-old from a rough New Orleans neighborhood had just dropped a platinum-selling album. But despite the success, things weren't all smooth sailing. After his explosive debut, Wayne struggled to maintain the same level of success. His next two albums, Lights Out, 2000, and 500 Degrees, 2002, failed to match the impact of his first record. While still respected, they didn't produce any major hits, and Wayne realized that if he didn't evolve, he'd be stuck as a mid-tier rapper rather than becoming the legend he aimed to be. At this critical moment, Wayne made a bold decision that would change his career forever. Instead of relying solely on traditional studio albums, Wayne pioneered a new strategy, dominating the mixtape scene. At the time, mixtapes were mostly used as underground promotional tools, but Wayne turned them into a powerful weapon. Unlike studio albums, mixtapes gave him complete creative freedom, allowing him to experiment with different styles, rap over industry beats, and flood the streets with music without label restrictions. Some of his most legendary mixtapes from this era included D.A. Drought, 2003, Dedication, 2005, D.A. Drought 3, 2007. Among them, D.A. Drought 3 became a game-changer, widely regarded as one of the greatest mixtapes in hip-hop history. This project elevated Lil Wayne to a whole new level, making people start calling him the best rapper alive, even before he released his next major album. By taking full control of his music and continuously dropping new material, Wayne built a massive fan base, independent of Cash Money's marketing efforts. He redefined how rappers connected with their audience, proving that he didn't need a label's full backing to become a superstar. After years of hard work and relentless mixtape drops, Lil Wayne was finally ready to take over hip-hop. In 2008, he released THA Carter 3, an album that wouldn't just define his career but would reshape modern hip-hop. The years of struggle, the setbacks, the reinvention, it had all been building up to this moment of greatness. And when THA Carter 3 dropped, hip-hop would never be the same again. Lil Wayne's golden era was about to begin. THA Carter 3, the peak of a hip-hop legend. This was the moment when Lil Wayne conquered the rap game, selling over 1 million copies in its first week, reaching a level of success that few rappers could ever dream of. But before reaching this legendary milestone, Wayne had already masterminded a game-changing strategy, something no rapper had ever done before. He turned mixtapes into a dominant force in the music industry. Between 2005 and 2008, Wayne dropped a series of legendary mixtapes, transforming them from underground experiments into a powerhouse marketing tool. Mixtapes like Dedication 2, 2006, D.A. Drought 3, 2007, and The Leak, 2007, didn't just strengthen his fan base, they also grabbed the attention of critics and mainstream hip-hop circles. On June 10, 2008, THA Carter 3 officially dropped, and it exceeded all expectations. The album sold over 1 million copies in just the first week, making it the best-selling album of 2008 and earning platinum certification almost immediately. But this wasn't just about sales. This was a historic moment. THA Carter 3 won for Grammy Awards, including Best Rap Album. Tracks like Lollipop, A Milli, and Got Money completely took over the charts, proving that Lil Wayne wasn't just a star, he was the biggest rapper in the world. More importantly, THA Carter 3 changed the hip-hop landscape, inspiring an entire new generation of artists. Beyond just being a successful album, THA Carter 3 produced some of the most iconic songs in hip-hop history. Lollipop, featuring Static Major, became the biggest hit of Lil Wayne's career. It held the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 for weeks, sold over 5 million copies, and became one of the best-selling rap songs of all time. But beyond the numbers, Lollipop revolutionized hip-hop. Wayne's use of auto-tune in the song changed the way rap was performed, paving the way for future artists like Travis Scott, Future, and Lil Uzi Vert. Thanks to this track, Wayne broke past the barriers of hip-hop and became an international superstar, a household name recognized across the world. Then came A Milli, a track that was pure rap, no gimmicks. The beat was simple but hypnotic, and Wayne's uninterrupted, raw flow made it one of the most impressive lyrical performances of the 21st century. This song wasn't about catchy hooks or mainstream appeal, it was about proving that Wayne was a true lyricist. Many critics and fans regard A Milli as one of the greatest rap songs of all time, cementing his place as more than just a commercial rapper, he was an artist in every sense. Teaming up with T-Pain, Lil Wayne dropped Got Money, a high-energy club banger that became a staple in nightclubs, parties, and mainstream culture. This track further solidified Wayne's ability to dominate both hardcore hip-hop and commercial music at the same time. After THA Carter 3, Lil Wayne wasn't just a rapper anymore, he was a global icon. The album went on to sell over 6 million copies in the US alone and won Best Rap Album at the 2009 Grammy Awards. This success elevated Wayne to an entirely new level, allowing him to surpass the likes of Kanye West, Jay-Z, and Eminem to become the most influential rapper in the world at that time. After reaching the pinnacle of success, Lil Wayne didn't just focus on himself, he built an empire. He founded Young Money Entertainment, a record label that would change hip-hop forever. Under his leadership, Young Money discovered and developed some of the greatest artists of the new generation, including Drake, who went on to become the biggest rapper in the world, Nicki Minaj, the most successful female rapper of all time, and Tigger, who made a name for himself with multiple hit records. By mentoring and launching the careers of future superstars, Lil Wayne proved that his vision extended far beyond his own music. He wasn't just an artist, he was a leader in hip-hop. Lil Wayne's lavish lifestyle and multi-million-dollar empire. After reaching the pinnacle of the hip-hop world, Lil Wayne became known not only for his legendary rap skills but also for his extravagant lifestyle. With a net worth exceeding $170 million, Wayne owns multi-million-dollar mansions, an impressive fleet of luxury supercars, dazzling diamond jewelry, and a no-limits approach to living life to the fullest. He spares no expense when it comes to luxury, whether it's dropping millions on designer fashion, throwing over-the-top parties, or collecting some of the rarest supercars in existence. One of the most valuable assets in Lil Wayne's empire is his collection of high-end real estate, with luxury mansions in some of the most exclusive locations in the United States. He owns a $16.7 million mansion in Miami Beach, Florida, located on Allison Island, one of the most private and exclusive neighborhoods in the city. The 10,600 square foot estate is designed with a sleek, modern aesthetic, featuring floor-to-ceiling glass windows, an infinity pool overlooking the ocean, and a private dock, giving it the feel of a personal island retreat. Inside, the mansion boasts a state-of-the-art recording studio, allowing Wayne to create music without ever leaving home. Other luxury amenities include a wine cellar, an outdoor barbecue area, and a massive backyard, making it the perfect setting for Wayne's extravagant parties. Beyond Miami, Wayne also owns a $15.4 million mansion in Hidden Hills, California, a celebrity hotspot known for housing some of the wealthiest and most famous figures in the industry, including Drake, Kim Kardashian, and The Weeknd. Spanning 12,100 square feet, the Hidden Hills estate features 7 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, a private gym, a home theater, and top-tier security to keep paparazzi and unwanted guests far away. The mansion also includes a resort-style swimming pool, lush green gardens, and a luxurious lounge space, where Wayne frequently hosts late-night parties with his closest friends and industry elites. While these 2 properties are the crown jewels of his real estate portfolio, Lil Wayne owns several other mansions across the US, further solidifying his presence among hip-hop's wealthiest moguls. In addition to his luxurious estates, Lil Wayne is also a die-hard car enthusiast, boasting one of the most expensive car collections in the rap game. His garage is stacked with everything from high-speed hypercars to ultra-luxurious cruisers, reflecting both his need for speed and his love for prestige. One of the fastest and most valuable cars in his collection is the Bugatti Veyron, priced at $1.8 million. Once recognized as the fastest car in the world, with a top speed of 253 miles per hour, 407 kilometers per hour, the Veyron is a symbol of status, and Wayne was one of the first rappers in the world to own one, proving his place among the elite. Another standout in his collection is the McLaren 720S, a $400,000 British supercar with a futuristic aerodynamic design and butterfly doors. With a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of just 2.9 seconds, this car turns every street into Wayne's personal racetrack. He also owns a Lamborghini Aventador, valued at $500,000, one of the most coveted supercars among rappers, thanks to its V12 engine and aggressive design. Wayne is often seen pulling up to major events in his Aventador, embodying his signature money and powered energy. While Wayne clearly has a passion for speed, he also appreciates ultimate luxury. His Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe, worth $450,000, is one of the most luxurious cars in the world, featuring handcrafted leather interiors, premium wood paneling, and Rolls-Royce's signature Starlight headliner, which simulates a starry night sky inside the car. This is Wayne's go-to ride for major events, exuding wealth and class. However, the rarest gem in his collection is the Maybach 62 Landaulet, valued at $1.9 million. This ultra-exclusive Maybach features a convertible rear roof, hand-stitched leather interiors, and a world-class entertainment system, making it a favorite among billionaires and royalty. With millions invested in his car collection, Lil Wayne's garage is undoubtedly one of the most extravagant among rappers. Beyond his homes and cars, Lil Wayne has a deep obsession with diamond jewelry, spending millions on custom pieces that define his status in hip-hop. His collection includes chains, watches, rings, and grills, each piece reflecting his love for excess. One of his most iconic pieces is the Young Money chain, worth $500,000, made from white gold and encrusted with thousands of small diamonds, symbolizing the record label empire he built. He also owns a $1 million Richard Mille watch, one of the most exclusive and expensive watches in the world, completely covered in diamonds. However, the most defining part of Lil Wayne's jewelry obsession is his diamond grills, valued at $150,000. Unlike most rappers who wear removable grills, Wayne permanently embedded diamonds into his teeth, making his smile literally shine every time he speaks. Speaking about his love for diamonds, Wayne once said, "I don't just wear diamonds, I live in diamonds." His extravagant lifestyle isn't just about possessions, it's about embodying wealth at every level. Alongside his material possessions, Lil Wayne is known for his legendary party lifestyle. He frequently hosts massive parties in Las Vegas, Miami, and Los Angeles, where the cost of alcohol alone can exceed hundreds of thousands of dollars per night. To accommodate his jet-setting lifestyle, Wayne also owns a private Gulfstream G550 jet, valued at $40 million, allowing him to travel the world without relying on commercial airlines. His opulence isn't just about owning expensive things, it's about living life on his own terms and proving that he's truly on top of the hip-hop world. With a net worth of over $170 million, Lil Wayne has done more than just live lavishly, he has redefined what success in hip-hop looks like. He isn't just a rapper with money, he's a self-made mogul who built an empire from the ground up. He's not just rich, he's a living legend.